I might have an addiction. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have received the Marvel Legends Superior Spider-Man. And let me just say, right, this figure, it's pretty damn cool. So, we're just gonna get straight into the review of this guy. So, right out of the box, obviously I have him out of the box already. I could not wait. And I've had this guy for a few hours now, so I decided I couldn't make a video, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just get this guy right out of the box, fuck around with him for a bit. And yeah, we're just going to talk about, what he comes with, articulation, stuff like that. So, right out of the box, I mean, I don't have everything in the box, but he comes with 2 little claw hands. These are very cool. They're actually really nice. These are easily my favorite hands for the figure. He also comes with this. So these are the Waldos. They are kind of the main thing about this figure, comes on the back of the box, shows them. But yeah, they come in this. Actually, they come all separate, and there's a little backpack piece that you can attach them to. They are very cool. I like them a lot. We're gonna move the box out of the way. Fuck the box. We don't care about the box. All the box is pretty nice. We got the little design on the front, little design on the bottom or back. Got them on the side there. What else does he come with out of the box? Aside from just a figure, we're gonna keep him right here. Obviously, comes with little claw hands. And if we don't even need to open it up. It's a lie. We are gonna open it up. Okay, cool. He also comes with an alternate head. We're gonna pop out real quick. Okay, you know what? Oh my god. Okay, that was more difficult than it should have been. And we fucking rip the tape off real quick. I'm actually gonna rip the tape off. We're gonna keep it semi-intact and get the flippers out. And now we're gonna get rid of that because no one cares about that. So we have everything out of the box, right? Got Superior Spider-Man. Just stay out of the frame, I think. We got the little backpack, right? This is pretty cool. Obviously, he has this in comics. So, when you don't have the Waldos out, this is basically supposed to be how you have them, right? Little backpack. We'll talk about that in a bit. Coming with this alternate head sculpt. The main one, you guys can see here, has like a cityscape design on it. It's very cool. It's easier to see in person. It's pretty nice though. And then you also have this one, which is just plain pearlescent white on the lenses. They're both painted pretty nicely. You got all the messy webs because this is Superior Spider-Man, not normal Spider-Man. You also have the thwipping hands, which are pretty nice. Very, very simplistic, but you can't really do much with the thwippers. You have the claw hands, which I already mentioned, which look absolutely amazing. And you obviously just have the fist hands, which the figure default comes with. And you have the alternate backpack, which has the attachment for the Waldos to go into. Moving on to the sculpt of the figure overall, it is not bad. The shoulders are probably the worst part about this figure. As you can see, they are a bit shaped weird. Like, they are very round. It kind of just stops and then starts again at the shoulders. It's really weird, and I don't know how I feel about it. Also, sorry for the crappy lighting. I'm trying to record this downstairs. The figure looks better than this in person. Let me tell you that. Let me see actually if I can make the lighting better. There, you guys get to look at me now. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad, you got the little gauntlets on there. That's pretty sick. If we take the backpack off, which is a bit difficult, I'm trying not to break it. You have the little pegs in the back for where the backpack goes into. And, I don't really like this bit, but we'll talk about that. Now, because we're getting into the articulation, we've gone through, kind of sculpt overall, the paint job, all the accessories. Let's talk about the articulation. This figure is on a disc hinge. So you get decent upwards movement of the neck, right? I mean, I can't see it, so don't tell me how that is. Pretty decent. Although you can see an issue here. The neck is very thick, or maybe his head is just very small because it doesn't go out a lot, and this is also a bit of a sculpt issue. When you go up, it looks fine if you've got him posed or whatever, but the second you're kind of got him like this, it's like you're supposed to kind of have a nice gap there. He doesn't have that. His neck is also just a bit wide in general. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest, but c'est la vie, I guess. Aside from that, I mean, let's move on to the rest of the articulation. So, unfortunately, this figure is not on a diaphragm joint. Can I just, okay, whatever. This figure is not on a diaphragm joint. He's on a ab crunch and waist swivel combination. Unfortunately, this combo doesn't really do much justice for the figure. It's not necessarily bad in terms of articulation. He crunches a decent-ish amount. I mean, if you really try to pose him, it doesn't matter all that much. The waist swivel is, a waist swivel. It works. However, it really does mess up the sculpt of the figure, right? I mean, you have this, and all of a sudden, your figure looks like that. Like, look how choppy that looks. Plus, I mean, it's a bit awkward just having this blockiness down here in the lower torso. I don't really like it all that much. Another issue, too, is when you do that. Look at that. Hold on. I'm going to move the arms back a bit so you guys can see better. Look at that lump just right there. That's crap. That's kind of really sucky, honestly. And then you can have a similar-ish problem on the back. Not too bad, though, compared to the front. Moving on to the arms, they have butterfly joints, which, I'm not going to lie, don't work. It works on the left arm, but on the right arm, it's like very stiff that I don't want to move it. So we're not even going to try right now. You get decent-ish rotation or articulation for the shoulders. Obviously, nothing crazy, but it's something. You get your double joint biceps, very simple stuff. And obviously, the double jointed biceps are very stiff. And they don't really go in that much, to be honest. I mean, you get like this, but you don't get like that, you also get your little wrist hinge, whatever, twirl it around. You got your torso articulation. It's not the greatest. And then for the legs, classic drop down. Although, let me warn you guys about something right now. Although I have not experienced it, I have heard that this figure does have problems with the legs. It sucks, but it's kind of the way it is, I guess. This guy, has double joint knees, very, very basic, and they don't go in all that much, but it's decent enough. You also get obviously a thigh rotation. You get a little cut of the boot, so, you can twirl it around, and then, actually, you get your little up and down ankle hinge. You get a little pivot on there, and very nicely you get toe articulation. So it goes up and goes down. Toe articulation is very nice for this figure, and probably one of the best things about the articulation, which is weird But the figure is just very, I feel, bulky. Like, he's definitely a bulkier figure, and you feel that really in the articulation. This angle sucks a little. Hold on. Let's see if I can go like this. That'd be so nice. But I don't think I can. Hopefully it's not too blurry for you guys. Yeah. It's not the worst articulation, but it's definitely very basic, very kind of bare bones. So, 6 out of 10 articulation. I mean, you tried, but like A for effort, but So, real quick, we're just gonna pose him with the Waldo. We're not gonna really pose him, but showcase him. I have these messed up right now because I had them in a pose, but yeah, they're Waldos. They have the articulation right there, there, and there, and they move in and out. I think they move. Yeah, they move. Left and right, whatever. Not horrible for the Waldo articulation. Definitely better than the Iron Spider figure. Now, real quick, I will showcase what the figure looks like with the different head. Also, you can see right here, look how massive that ball joint is. That's kind of huge, I'm not gonna lie. And here's a better look at the disc hinge system that they got going on. Provides decent enough range, but you don't get that extra, that movement, I really think what this figure would have, it doesn't look the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. I think my fit, I think this guy's also slightly messed up. If I can show you guys this. It's very difficult to catch on camera. Let me see if I can hold on. Very difficult, but you can see, I think the one of the eyes is slightly off, which is annoying. It's noticeable in person. It's noticeable enough. Thankfully, I don't really like how that head looks anyways, so we're going to keep it on the default kind of skyline head, which I think looks pretty damn nice. Not trying to make this a long video, so let's wrap it up here. This figure is not horrible, but definitely not great. I would say if you can get this figure at a decent price, and I would say probably below $50, including shipping and tax. After shipping and tax, if you can get it for $50, it's probably not the worst deal in the world. However, it's also easily not the best deal in the world. It's really just, if you really like this figure and you can't really get the Hot Toys, which is kind of the only other option, either that or modding another figure, this is a very solid option. Option. I can't fucking speak right now. Obviously, it's not perfect. It has plenty of flaws. However, I don't think that ruins the figure. It's definitely not perfect, and it would be far-fetched to call this perfect at all. But I definitely think that it's a damn good attempt, and for Marvel Legends, it's a pretty decent figure. You can't complain too much. It has toe articulation, so there is that. I think the biggest rooms for improvement on this figure... Oh, another thing. I forgot to mention this. If you are trying to bend backwards with the backpack does kind of limit that. Also, if you're bending backwards, you have that, sticking out in the front. It looks pretty ugly, I'm not gonna lie. However, for Marvel Legends, it's pretty decent. Overall, I'd give this figure, a 7 out of 10. I'd give it, a 7.5. It's actually pretty nice. He can get into some pretty menacing poses. I think largely in part due to the claw hands and the Waldos. Without the Waldos, this figure would easily be a 6 at best. But the Waldos definitely improve it and just give it that extra oomph to it. I think it really helps the figure stand out more if you have it on the shelf, if you have it posed or whatever. And it also helps a lot with posing capability and just overall makes the figure look more appealing, and definitely makes it more visually appealing to look at, makes the price tag a lot more worth it. Again, if you can get this guy after shipping tax for $50 or less, I would say that's a pretty damn good deal. Don't overpay for this guy, though. It's got limited articulation. The ab crunch waist swivel needs to get out of here. Please try a diaphragm joint. It's so much better. The neck is a bit weird. The head has some issues on it. Thankfully, not the main head, which is the one I prefer anyways. And the legs apparently have issues. Apparently, they're very flimsy. And that's about it. I would say if you really want to cop the figure and you have the money for it, go for it. It's not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Let's go wrap it up for today's video. I'm not trying to make it too long. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And do not forget to join the Discord. Link in the description below. I think I am going to try to start doing more figure reviews. So if I get more, y'all are going to see me reviewing it. Next up, I'm thinking about reviewing the Astonishing Wolverine Marvel Legends figure. I don't have it in yet, but when it comes in, I will definitely try to review it. I also have the Scarlet Spider figure from Marvel Legends, which I could review, and the SH Figuarts Final Swingsuit Spider-Man. Let me know if you guys want to see those, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.